Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu Dragon Age. Ich brauchte ein bisschen Zeit, weil auf der einen Seite das Spiel, ja, ich weiß nicht, ich hatte keine Lust mehr auf Dragon Age 2 und auf der anderen Seite war es auch, ja, so ein bisschen deprimierend wieder das zu sehen mit dem Tod der Mutter von Hawk und ja, keine Ahnung, ist nicht schön, deswegen, ja.
Orana's a patient music teacher, but Meryl should really just stick to magic.
Ja. Oh, hi.
A fascinating breed. Such intelligence and strength. Do you ever wonder what he thinks about?
I'm not always sure I want to know.
Are you aware that this breed originated in Tevinter? The Magisters bred them. It said the Mabari defected during the Imperium's invasion of Ferelden. Merely a tale, but I rather like the idea they found the barbarians more palatable than the mages. Exactly so. Let's hope your hound doesn't take after his ancestors too strongly, hm?
So, weiter geht's. Sorry fürs Warten. Und zwar, wir gehen jetzt erstmal hier kurz hin. Following the Qun. Das machen wir später. Später. Companions. Und zwar wollen wir Evelyn erstmal was geben. Wir müssen mit ihr sowieso sprechen. Varric. Ja, und am Ende Varric. Das ist, glaube ich, eine gute Idee. Was? Ah ja, die Sachen brauchen wir sowieso nicht. Ich muss gerade auf die Uhr gucken. Ich denke mal um 10 nach oder... Nee, 10 Minuten, das wären nur 10, um 20 nach. Ja, ich muss die Uhr im Blick behalten. Wir müssen reden mit ihr, wir müssen reden mit ihm. Dann bleiben wir mal so und fangen an. Moment. Ja, hier. So. Und bevor ich dann irgendwie kopflos bin und aus Versehen jetzt irgendwo anders hin reise, was heißt woanders hin, wieder zu Hawks Anwesen, speichere ich jetzt nochmal, weil ich kenne mich. Ich bin, wenn es später wird, so ein bisschen dusselig. Oh ja, danke. Ich meine, ja, schön. Ich meine, bitte. Was auch immer.
Hawk. I don't care what else is going on. We haven't spoken about Leandra. How are you?
My mother is dead. My heart's broken.
I suppose I could say, at least you knew yours. But that seems more about me than you. I just have flashes of possibly long hair. But my father... Would you like to hear one thing?
Gerne.
You've never talked about him.
My father trained me in all the skills he had been forced to give up. He spent everything to get me into Kaelin's service. Do you know what I remember? When he read to me, stupid things, dragons and heroes. He wouldn't turn a page until I reached over and took his hand. That big man made every step of the story my choice. I loved that. He died of the wasting in a Denerim ward. Those last weeks, I read to him. I had to take his hand to turn the pages, and I couldn't tell if he was too weak, or if it was the old game. He smiled at that, at his big girl. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Drink?
Ja.
A glass for those we've lost.
All right then. Benoit Dulac and Leandra Hawk. Don't let anyone tell you when to move on. Take their hand and say, my choice. That's all I have. I'll miss her too.
I have something for you.
Do you now? A shield? Oh, and born by the one true Sir Aveline. Lovely. Thank you.
See? This is why I never get you anything.
I had a shield. It belonged to Wesley. It was difficult to let it go, but I did so. Utility over sentiment, right? We sold it, didn't we?
You're taking this a bit seriously.
If you didn't think this would upset me, what was your intent?
If you're still aching for your husband, you may want to inform Donick.
It's not about Wesley. You've got me doing a lot of things. Some I don't agree with. Some I'm surprised I do. I'm not sure where I'm going as it is. Replacing what I was with this... I mean, who is Sir Aveline to me?
I thought of you when I found it. Maybe that was foolish.
I can appreciate that.
Then accept it on those merits. Nothing more.
It is a fine shield. You do know that Orlesian Smith slapped Sir Aveline's name on every second piece of armor. This didn't really belong to her.
It does now.
Kennen wir es noch? So.
And then Hawk tore the door clean off its hinges, walked into the room, and... I guess we'll finish this later.
Have you got a minute, Varric?
For you, I have all the time in the world. Actually, I've been meaning to talk to you. There definitely seems to be something between you and Daisy these days. So, what's going on, Hawk?
Well, well, well. I never thought you were the type, Varric. I'm flattered.
It's the chest hair, isn't it? Women can never resist my chest hair.
Genau.
Unfortunately, it's not to be. I'm spoken for.
Sorry.
Bianca stands in my way again, does she?
What can I say? She's the jealous type. Listen, as your friend, I feel like I'd be doing you a disservice if I didn't say something. Meryl is a sweet girl, but there's a whole lot of crazy in that little package.
In all the time you've known me, have I ever given you the impression that I was turned off by crazy?
Okay, point taken.
The Canary must like it here, to stay so long.
From what I've seen, the Canary don't like anything.
That can't be true. They must like some things. Sunshine, butterflies, rainbows.
If I spot a canary admiring butterflies, Meryl, you'll be the first person I tell.
Isabella, my dusky goddess. You have buried yourself in the flesh of my heart like a worm in a red apple. You heartworm, you.
Oh, look, my friend is here. Excuse me.
But I haven't gotten to the part where I invite you to feast upon my tender white flesh.
That's all right. I think I'll manage.
Ja.
Speaking
Okay.
of romance, you're interested in Meryl, aren't you?
I'm that obvious, am I?
Well, that's good. She always seemed a little lonely. I get the feeling the girl's messing in something big and dangerous. Look out for her, will you? Make sure she doesn't hurt herself. I'm bored of this. We should do something fun.
So. Ja. Ganz kurz gucken, ob wir alles haben. Health. Können wir das nicht irgendwie bestellen? Ja. Komm, lass uns
Shall we
spielen.
take this outside and see if it floats?
So.
There's a letter for you. Strange how the messages never come while you're home.
Ja, sehr merkwürdig, ne? Nee, ich will keine Rune. Ich möchte, ehrlich gesagt... Wo war das denn? Ah, hier. Hallo. Potions. So, danke. Ja, wir haben ja jetzt genug Kohle. Wir machen so, dass bis wir... Ja, okay, so können wir es machen. So. So, gut. So, wie viel haben wir jetzt? 24, das wird ja völlig reichen. Speichern wir mal. So. Und jetzt starten wir. Following the Kyun. Please come speak to me and only me in my keep. It is a matter of the utmost privacy and urgency. I can trust it to no one else. Viscount de Mont.
I'm sorry about your mama. I will miss her.
Boom.
Boom! Ah, there he goes again. How he makes these things, I'll never know.
Sandal's quite useful to have around.
That he is. Also, I've always said. Oh, Maker knows what'll happen when I'm gone. I try not to think about it.
I want some pie.
Warte mal. Wir müssen Sandals. Das machen wir jetzt mal ganz kurz, bevor wir Enchantment. Ich glaube, ich muss bis 25 machen, weil ich so viel. Ich merke, dass ich schon total raus bin aus der ganzen Dragon Age Geschichte. Ah, verdammt. Nein, bleiben wir dabei. Nein. So, ich versuche es mal so. Ich finde, das ist eigentlich zu schwer, aber... Ach, Moment, ich bin so dämlich heute. Wir müssen zu dem Typen. Ach, help. Help. Ja, so.
It is apparently not enough that the Kunari define my political life. They must also infect what I hold personal. It is my son, Seamus. The life you saved, he would now squander by converting to the Kun. He has left for the Kunari compound. Please, Sarah Hawke, convince Seamus to come home.
He is of age. The decision seems rightly his.
I want to let him find his way, but in my position, he's taken a great deal of inspiration from you. I want to allow his idealism, but not blindly. At best, my opponents will claim that my office is now in Kunari hands. At worst, I lose my son.
You know this will only end in trouble.
Fitting. That's where it started. My son is not foolish. He will listen to reason, and you are in the best position to offer that opportunity. Please, do what you can.
Okay. Okay. So. Ich weiß nicht, ob ich das schaffe mit einer Magierin nur, aber ich möchte gerne die Kommentare von Isabella hören und ich möchte auch gerne die Meinung von Fenris haben. Ich habe irgendwie das Gefühl, dass die interessante Unterhaltungen führen, wenn wir die Quest von Isabella machen. So.
That should do it. Gotcha! Nicely done.
So.
So who hired that lot? Anti-Cunari? Anti-Viscount? Or Seamus himself not wanting to be rescued?
Seamus isn't the type. Let's go.
So. Ja, das weiß ich, dass er das sagt, aber ich dachte, dass es vielleicht noch irgendwie einen Kommentar vielleicht von Isabella dazu gibt. Deswegen. Nö. Aber wir machen die Quest von Isabella ja noch nicht. Wir helfen ihr später erst. Ach ja, stimmt. Stimmt. Jetzt kommt sie ja gar nicht mit.
You go ahead. I just remembered something.
Okay. Ganz vergessen, dass wir zu dem gehen. Wen nehmen wir denn dann? Ha. Ja. Warum nicht?
Well, hope the Arishok hasn't grown attached to the Viscount's boy.
Sarah Hawk,
I'm here about the Viscount's son.
are you? In 4 years, I have made no threat, and fanatics have lined up to hate us simply because we exist. But despite lies and fear, Bars still beg me to let them come to the Qun. They hunger for purpose. The son has made a choice. You will not deny him that.
No doubt you see the advantage of having the Viscount's son at arm's reach.
He is no longer the Viscount's son. Vidithari give up their lives for the certainty only Qunari know.
You would not take advantage of his connections?
The Qun may demand that advantage, but I do not. It was his choice to be educated. He is not my prisoner. He is not even here. He went to his father. Ask the Viscount why he would send you and a letter both.
That seems strange.
They are meeting at the Chantry. A last pointless appeal, I assume.
The Viscount would involve the Chantry?
No, but we know who would. Mother Patrice.
A suspect in many things. If she has threatened someone under my command again, there is only one response.
I've had about enough of Patrice. Several times over.
A threat against Vidithari can have only one answer. I will suffer only one outcome. I will be watching, Hawk. The demand of the Qun is clear.
Klare Worte. Ja? Conversation? Irgendjemand? Scheint nicht.
Sarah Hawk, look at what you have done. To pounce upon the Viscount's son, a repentant convert in the Chantry itself. A crime with no excuse.
Your Kunari masters will finally answer.
Are you mad? Your plans have fallen to outright murder?
The faithful know this has been building for a long time. Where Vonel incited, I reminded, in sermon and prayer. When people learn of this attack, they will rise. Not zealots or the unknowing, but the true majority.
You won't get the Kunari ousted. You'll get a slaughter. On both sides.
To die untested would be the real crime. People need the opportunity to defend faith, starting with you. Earn your reward in this life and next. These heretics must die.
Ach, meine Fresse, dieser... Mann. Diese blöden Dinger. Hallo? So.
Do you see, Your Grace? Traitors attacking the very core of the Chantry. They defile with every step.
There is death in every corner, young mother. It is as you predicted. All too well.
Oh, ich hasse diese alte.
The young mother arranged all of it.
Don't you spout your Kunari filth. This is a hand of the divine.
I have ears, Mother Patrice. The Maker would have me use them. Sarah Hawke, is it?
Viscount Dumas' son is dead. Killed here in your name.
I'm sure my name won't like that. Patrice?
Seamus Dumas was a Kunari convert. He came here to repent and was murdered.
You killed him so no one would follow his free choice. Right or wrong?
It could not be allowed. How many would be tempted?
As many as would want to go, I suppose.
They deny the Maker.
And you diminish him, even as you claim his side. Andraste did not volunteer for the flame. Sarah Hawke, you act on behalf of the Viscount? The young mother has erred in her judgment. A court will decide her fate. The Chantry respects the law, and so must she.
Grand Cleric?
F you!
Grand Cleric?
Grand Cleric? Oh, ich hasse diesen Charakter, ne? Oh, ich bin so froh, dass sie nicht mehr sprechen kann. Ab jetzt. Diese ekelhafte. Grand Cleric. Grand Cleric. Gott, ey. Monster, diese Frau.
We protect those of the Qun. We do not abandon our own.
Please, send for Viscount Dumas.
So.
My son. Murdered in the heart of the Chantry by those who held a sacred trust. What hope for this city when we fail our own so completely?
The Arishok is still here, Excellency. You must be ready to stand up to him.
I cannot. I have already failed where it mattered most. Please. Hawk. Leave me.
Ah, ihre Quest.
People will not be quick to forget the Viscount's son, and that this happened in the Chantry.
About that, Hawk, there's something I need to tell you. At your house. Very, very soon. There's always...
This is important. Don't interrupt with your selfish prattle.
Get off your high horse. I have problems too.
What drink should I order, and who's the father?
Oh, you little...
What is it now, you two?
Hawk. The Arashok is sheltering 2 fugitives who have converted to the Qun. He must be convinced to release them. He's already feared because of Patrice. If people start to think he can ignore the law, I need your help so this doesn't get out of hand.
I'm going to die. There. Got your attention? Real problem.
I heard Arashok can die. What's this about?
Remember the relic? The one Castillon is going to kill me over? A man called Wall-Eyed Sam has it. If you help me get it, Castillon won't kill me. Please.
I'm trying to keep the entire city from rioting against the Canary.
Well, maybe it's connected.
What?
I'm just saying maybe it will help. It's important to someone, right?
Now you start being responsible? Shit.
You're sure this is the relic you're after?
I've had my ear to the ground for a while. There was a description of the book. It's the right one.
Book? I thought you didn't know what the relic was.
Well, I know it's a book, but that's all I know. It's written in a foreign tongue. Honestly, what does it matter? It'll save me from Castillon, so I need it.
This seems like an issue for you and your guards. Quite a few of them.
Sending a full patrol would just increase tension. But you're right. I am the captain. It's my responsibility. But I suspect the Viscount was hoping I would bring this to you.
Then he should have come himself.
Perhaps. But it's understandable that he's not at his best. I'd like to help him if I can.
Why has this come up so suddenly, Isabella?
Sam's been talking to black market dealers all over Lowtown. It didn't take me long to get wind of it. What frustrates me is that he's held onto the relic so long.
Hallo?
The relic issue has to be resolved before we take on the Canary.
You trust her this much?
Probably not. I wouldn't.
They won't wait at the compound forever, Hawk. I really do hope this helps, because if it doesn't...
You think I like having this thing on my mind? Come on. The exchange is happening tonight in a Lowtown foundry.